Hello there. Once again, it is Preacher Mr. back with the readings from the Gospels. And we'll be in the Gospel of Matthew today. So if you have your Bibles open, turn to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25. Then the kingdom of heaven shall be likened to the 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. Now 5 of them were wise, and the other 5 were foolish. Those who were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took the oil in their vessels with their lamps. But while the bridegroom was delayed, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight a cry was heard, and behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out and meet him, they called. Then all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, No, lest there should be enough for all of us, but rather go to those who sell and buy some oil for yourselves. And while they went out to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went with him into the wedding, and the door was shut. Afterwards the other virgins came also, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Surely I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling from a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each accordingly to his own ability, and immediately he went out on his journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who had received 2 gained 2 more. But he who had received 1 went out and dug it in the ground and hid it for the Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought his other 5 talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servants. You were faithful over a few things, I will make you ruler over many things. Enter the joy of your Lord. He who also received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things, I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came to him and said, Lord, I knew you are a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went out and hid your talent into the ground. Look, here is what belongs to you. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I had not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money into the bankers. At my coming, I would have received interest. Therefore take the talent from him, and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has more will be given, and he who has abundance will abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be also taken from him. And cast that unprofitable servant out into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then he will sit on the throne of his glory, and all the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate them one from another, as a shepherd divides his sheep from the goats. And he will set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right hand, Come, you are blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Then the righteous will answer to him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty, give you something to drink? When did we see you as a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? Or when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you? And the king will answer and say to them, Surely I say to you, as much as you did for one of the least of my brothers, you also did for me. Then he will also say to those on the left hand, Depart from me, you cursed, into the everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drinks. I was a stranger, and you did not take me in. Naked, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me. Then they will also answer and say unto him, Lord, when did we see you hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to you? Then he will answer them, saying, Surely I say to you, as much as you did not do to one of the least of these, you did not do to me also. Then these will go away to everlasting punishment, but the righteousness to everlasting life.